Just Reparate 7 here, also known as Kyle. Uh, I thought, I had enough this week with the whole fly shit. I saw this while I was walking home, MrBeast bar. I didn't eat this. I haven't thought about MrBeast in a while. Because recently, the beginning of this year, I was actually supposed to be in a MrBeast video. But it didn't, they decided to not go about posting it, I guess. So I was thinking, oh, why not tell a story about, my experience, because it's not going to come out, and um I didn't sign an NDA, so, but I think they just thought I really wouldn't want to tell a story, but I'm kind of like, I don't care. Anyway, so it was supposed to be for the Backrooms movie, and basically they handcuffed me to a girl, and we were supposed to survive 50 days in the Backrooms. And um So the reason it didn't go, it was a good video for the first like couple days, and they wanted me to eat. This is the only time I've ever eaten one of these. To eat one, and the first take I didn't like it. I was like, oh, no thanks. And they were like, well, you can't do that. We need you to do this. It's just part of the deal. So that they made me eat it again, and I had to pretend I liked it. But like 15 minutes later, I got really sick in my stomach, and this is like halfway through. Well, not halfway. It's like maybe 10 days. I think 10 days in. Well, I only stayed 11 days, but yeah, my stomach was hurting, and I pooped myself, and I pooped a lot, and it got on the girl, and I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And by the way, the first time I pooped myself, I tried to, not tell her because I didn't want, that's embarrassing, and I don't know if what they're going to leave into the video. So I kept it quiet, and then it happened like again, and that time it like poured down my leg, and that was harder. And then like she noticed, and I shit again, and it was bad, and it got on her. So I was like, no, no, it's okay. Let's just get, maybe they could clean this up. And she's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. You're disgusting. And I was like, come on, it's human. And she didn't want to do it. And the problem was, okay, this is another factor of why they decided, because they had to leave us. They weren't like, it was in the middle of the night, so no one was really awake to like, unhandcuff us. So we had to kind of sit around. And the problem was, there was like, like YouTube magic. So the back rooms wasn't really that big. Um, so you couldn't really escape the poop. It was in three different spots. Well, like one of them was spread, and then because the poop got on her, and it was all over me, and it was also on the handcuffs. So it was dripping, and you couldn't really escape the poop smell. But yeah, and they say the worst you could say is no. The worst a girl can say is no. I didn't ask her out or anything at that point because that would have been bad. But she was like, "You're vile. You're disgusting. Like, I never want to see you again." And I just like, I don't know. And I asked Miss Jimmy, I'm like, "Can we redo it? Can we like start the video again with a different person?" And he said, "I don't know. I just don't think that it's a good idea. And I think that this will just be a scrapped idea." And he paid me $200, and he flew me back home. And yeah, so that was that. That was like January. So it was for the Backrooms movie. I like the movie, by the way. Good job, Kane Pixels. But yeah, just a little update on the fly thing. By the way, I still feel unwell after the whole thing. So just if you were wondering about that, but yeah. Anyway, see you guys.